And I'm Mom. I think I'm alone, but let's go check on Discord, see if anybody else is around there. Yeah, it looks like I'm all alone. Let me check my phone, though, since somebody just texted me. See if somebody's trying to join us. Okay. Pie's on the way. Woot woot, as they say. So how's everyone doing this evening? Well, that was enthusiastic. Lots of people going, ooh, we're doing just fine, Mom. Thanks for asking. Well, hopefully people are out there. I'm sure nobody's out there at the moment, but that's okay. I watched Star Trek Picard last night. I know most of you have already seen it. I'm a little slow to the game these days. Hi, WC. Hello, how are you? Doing good. I was just telling the world out there who's watching us, meaning nobody, because nobody's on yet, except me and WC apparently, that I found Pardon? No, it takes a little while for it to catch up when people tune in. It's still showing that nobody's watching it. And Zilla1954 is out there. Hi, Zilla. And Pie's on the way. But yeah, I've noticed that it sometimes takes a while before it tells me who's watching, which is kind of weird. And catch us up. Hi, Jason. How are you doing? Feeling any better? Parents let you do anything yet? So I did catch the show last night, which I'm sure we'll talk about once everybody's on. That was dark. Oh, you're Robbie. Hi. I didn't know that. Well, because there's also another Zilla in the fleet, Robbie. So I didn't know if Zilla was Zilla, but it turns out Zilla is you. How cool is that? That interesting noise you're all hearing is the dog got a container of yogurt. So it's crunchy around here at the moment. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. There you go, sweetie. I have no idea where Darkthorn is, but he'll probably be here at some point, so maybe we'll do some games first. Oh, wow, what a challenge. Earn 500 GPL in Dabo at Quarks for the Universal Endeavor. Yeah. I like it. We had Fluta the other day, and now this one. They're not giving us a lot of challenges. Phaser damage in space, defeat Tholians on the ground, and harvest materials on the ground. So nothing that's real challenging. Oh, says they can't hear you in the stream. Let me go and check that. Hang on a second here. It could be my mics. They do that. Say something, Frost.
Something Frost.
Ooh, hang on. Try that again.
Something Frost.
There we go. All right. Yeah, your mic wasn't set up high enough. Always try and get them as I'm coming in, and the switch doesn't always catch things. All right. Yay. Thank you very much, WC. I appreciate that. We did that one stream where nobody could hear me because I had turned my own mic off. I hope you can all hear the dog, though, just tearing this yogurt container to shreds.
No, I've never heard of a dog before.
The only place in the house, it's not a big house, but it's a big enough house that she could be anywhere. It's like 1,800 square feet. The one space that she has to do all these noisy things is right by me.
Well, of course, that's where Mom is. It's all important.
That's exactly it. She's in charge of the yogurt containers around here.
Uh-huh. What the hell?
Oh, congratulations on the birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday, Jason.
It was yesterday, but still good.
Well, I wasn't there.
Yeah, really, you should invite us to your party next year. I got a birthday coming up. I should invite everyone to join me. That would be fun.
I have a birthday in 4 months. 3 months.
3 months. Yeah, I got my hair cut. I'm going to go out of town and not be around for my birthday. So that'll be fun.
You won't be around for your birthday?
Yeah, I used to have students who would come to the school on my birthday to bring me flowers and balloons and cards and stuff.
That's nice of them.
It was very nice of them, but I don't want them to feel obliged to do stuff like that. That was very sweet when they do it.
I don't think that anybody could possibly feel obliged to do something outside of their comfort zone.
Oh, yeah, they can.
I
I'm
think you need.
notorious at doing stuff that I don't want to really be doing. And some,
I mean, as a responsible adult, I mean, sure, there's that feeling of I have to do this whether I want to or not.
yeah, yeah.
But I think when you deal with children, they don't have that same limitation that you do. They don't have to be bound to
No, kids,
this oneration that I have to do this or else I'm not valuable.
right. And I think when we teach that to our children, we're not necessarily doing them any great service.
Well, I think it's quite the opposite. It's
Yeah.
one of the things as I've said this a few times now in my Toastmasters meetings, we have extemporaneous speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when you get up and you speak for, well, for me it's usually 2.5 minutes, and it's on a completely random topic.
Okay.
So this week was our open house,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked about the conventionalism or the value of conventionalism,
Okay.
and I went off on. I used the Stanford experiment. Do you happen to know what that is?
No, I don't.
Stanford experiment was in 1973.
Okay.
A whole bunch of students were invited to take part in in an experiment in which half of them would play prisoners
Oh, yes,
and
I
half
do
of
know
them would
this one
play
then.
guards.
Yes.
And so I won't really go into it, but it showed when people are expected to do something, whether they are trained in it or not, they will assume the ego of that position,
Mm-hmm.
and that happens everywhere in our lives. So if a person is under the impression that they have to act a particular way, even if they don't necessarily agree with it, eventually they will act that way.
Yeah. But you can use that to help mold positive behaviors as well. I was reading a book that WC had recommended on innovation, and it was advocating that if you want a culture in your business where innovation and creativity are valued, you may have to slowly bring the behaviors on that you want your employees or the people on teams to model.
And that's exactly what I talk about in everything that I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you decide that you want to be in a better environment, you want a better life, then you have to exude the characteristics of life that you expect to lead, that you expect
Yes.
to find in others. If you even hope to appreciate it, has nothing to do with your ability to cultivate it, but your ability to appreciate it is just as important.
Absolutely. I hear a pie back there.
Hi,
Yeah,
Fi.
that's me. Hi.
Hello. You're very
How's
quiet.
our favorite Dane?
Yeah, I haven't felt so great the last couple of days.
Oh no, your infection?
Yeah, my infection.
Oh, goodness. Well, I hope you're taking care of yourself.
I am. A lot of sleep and yeah,
That's good.
and pills.
But
If that works for
honestly,
you, then yay.
I had so many problems with. I just couldn't handle pills.
Well, it's the only that or it's getting, antibiotics and that's gonna be a hell get from my doctor, so I
Ooh.
just self-medicate.
Well, I can understand. I mean, I certainly don't think you're a bad person for doing that.
No, no, she recommended it to myself to say if you buy those pills and you do it in that ratio, it works like antibiotics. So
Well, hey, that if that's what your doctor's telling you, then go for it, man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm.
What is wrong with my uniform today?
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
So are we waiting for Dark Thorn or
I don't
what are
know. I
we
haven't
doing?
heard from him yet. He may be at work.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing the correcting the error that I made the other day.
Oh, okay. Hi, bye. Well, I'm drowning my sorrows with a glass of cheap New Zealand white wine.
Drowning your sorrows.
Yes. I've just been. It's been a couple of weeks, and today wasn't that much better. Though apparently they've hired somebody to come into our department, but not to replace anyone. Oh, no, no, no. They've hired a fifth person for a department that needs at most 2.5 people.
What? Oh.
So, might have to do some resumes tomorrow and Sunday.
Well, if you need some help with that, that is something I do for veterans all the time.
Oh, thank you.
I'm happy to help out. I mean, you can ask, I think it's WC.
Yep.
I did his. And I think he's pretty happy with it.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I use fairly standard model, but I put a little bit more effort into it. Where is it?
I have no idea what I'm drinking, WC, because my husband bought it. Oyster Bay. It's not bad.
Oyster Bay's not bad.
Oyster Bay's not bad. There's a couple other New Zealand whites that I prefer, but Oyster Bay is a good one. For cheap. I mean, given my choice, I'd rather be drinking $150 bottle whiskey, but it's $150 a bottle.
That's true. It is.
It is. Well, since we're kind of waiting for for Darkthorn before we get going, because he knew we were going to start it this time, let's just double check and see if he's come into the game yet. He has not. Would anyone like to join me for doing a little phaser damage in space?
I am happy to help you out with that.
Okay, let me think who's got phasers on their ship.
I do.
Well, that's great for you, but I gotta find somebody who's got phasers. Let's see, she's running disruptors.
I see.
Is my Klingon running phasers? I have 2 tunes with phasers. I used to have my little book with me at all times to remember who's got what where.
That's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah, I have 10. This guy's got a few phasers, but let's go and find something else.
I'm just doing the tweak on that for you, Mom.
Thank you.
God, shit, I don't understand why I'm having this problem.
With what?
Well, last week I had this whole thing figured out. I wanted to get the hunter outfit with the con head wrap, because I think it looks the best. And I just can't get it to work. It refuses to work.
Well, I don't do costumes, so I can't really help you with that.
I'm frustrated, and I'm going to blame someone that isn't me.
Canada?
Well, Canada. I would, but Canada isn't. I'll blame Canada, and then I'll something heart and dark side.
Herpa derpa derp?
Herpa derpa derp. It's from Robot Chicken. You've never heard that before?
Yes, of course I have. I like Robot Chicken.
Side, no.
See if I can get one of these. My particles keep collapsing.
Your particles?
Yes, I'm doing the junior duty officer event thingy.
Oh.
Alright. And I can never remember which one it is. Expand.
Actually, if you ask your accompanied officer, he will actually tell you the solution for one of them, and then you just do the opposite.
Expanding is metaphasic. Alright. Alrighty. Ooh, well that was interesting.
Expanding is metaphasic.
Yeah, we are going to shoot some stuff. As WC points out, I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was going to blame you. Quite so. That's how it should be.
Exactly the way it should be.
I also have my dailies to do. So.
X up if, I've got to do some stuff. I only have to do 50,000 phaser damage in space. It's nothing.
I have no idea
WC.
what my endeavors are, so.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll join you.
Okay.
I mean, if you want me to.
I can. How come I can't invite Sav to team?
There we go.
That's really interesting. It won't let me invite you to Team Sav. It only lets me invite you to TFO. That's weird.
Look how that works, Mom.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let's see.
Oh crap! Hello, 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 DT.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Who didn't say yes? Sav. Sav hasn't come up here yet. Sav, did I send you an invite?
Say yes to the dress.
Invite to what? What did I miss?
Nothing. I'm just...
Everything important.
Oh.
You're always gone.
Sav, you are not currently accepting task force invitations. Oh. It says you're stuck in a private and I can't leave. Well, that bites.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you could
How's your
log
ship
off
coming?
the tune and come back in.
Well, that'd be too easy. Come on.
What the heck? Making sense. What the heck, Mom?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to kick everyone from this team real quick and let's see if we can do this again. Nothing personal. I'll invite you right back.
Oh.
Okay, so let's try that again. And we will wait on Sav to see if she gets back in. No. Says you're not accepting invites still.
Delete Terran ships, captain's ground. Oh no.
Reroll.
Okay.
How do you?
Tetrion damage ground.
Hi, Hate. How are you doing? No, same thing, Sav. Yeah, it is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the word she used, but I'm too effing cultured to say that word.
I'm not.
Frel?
Yes.
Frau.
Frack.
That's
Frack.
Frack, frel, fiddle diddle.
fiddle diddle.
Isn't that a candy bar?
I honestly don't know.
Fiddle faddle was a snack. I'm doing good, Hate.
That's
So what are we trying to do?
Trying to invite Sav
To do what?
to just go do something. I just need to do 50,000 in phaser damage, so I don't care what we do. And then we can talk to Picard. We're waiting for everybody to get on.
I
And
will
join
go
us.
with you.
Okay.
of course he's gonna go with you.
Yeah. Yeah, but Sav
No,
was
but just
there
like-
first.
But she's not accepting.
Let me try inviting someone to this private and see if I can leave. Okay. Invite Darkthorn to your private. And then leave and leave him there in the mess.
Yep. Go to like the hardest at TFO of all and by yourself.
Corfez, and then
Yeah. Confirmed Corfez and AFK it.
Well, I had to invite Flash up, and before I hit accept, it went away.
That's weird too.
Yeah.
I
That
think
was-
Sav is bugged.
Yeah, Sav, you might be bugged.
No, it just came through again. I just hit accept.
I think it's because she's from Canada.
Really. This is really
could be a part of it.
interesting. They've
Be a
got
big part of it.
I'm at ESD down at the, or rather, I'm at the academy, and they've got the junior officers in the lounge, and they've got Omegas in the lounge.
How dare they?
Oh no, it just means I have to do this. I'm obliged. I'm morally obliged to collect these things. I had about 30 minutes to kill after making coffee and doing a little bit of work this morning. So I decided to see if I could do a quick 50, which I did. And then all of a sudden it's one of those, I have to go to work.
I woke up this morning. My
Somebody
endeavors were defeat
blew
St. Cathy on the ground,
Ugh.
destroy Undine ships in the battle zone, and harvest materials on the ground.
I got harvest materials on the ground too.
So it was pretty easy. And
Yep.
now I have to go earn 500 GPL at Quarks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's such a challenge. Ooh. All right,
It's gonna
let's
take
see.
more work.
Oh, okay, fine. Sab's going to try making the team, so I'm going to kick everyone again. So you've got Starbright, you've got WC, you've got me, and you've got Frost.
With the changes to the ship build that went in yesterday, it was so easy doing the to hell with honor.
Okay, this is really weird, Sab. Now you're on my screen and I didn't accept an invite. Let me try. I'm kicking you from the team now. Now try it. That was weird. Oh, okay, fine. Fine. Do you want to try making the team then, Sav, or shall I try it again? Oh, and WC got DC'd. Okay. Invite WC. I will invite... Oh, yeah, no. Team invite. Right. There we go.
I think the problem was Mom forgot to pay her union fees and everyone was striking on her.
Shh, I'm
That's
supposed
right.
to tell them. All right, who am I missing
Something like
here?
that. Sounds likely.
Right, there you are, Frost. Of course it's
Telling
Mom's
you,
fault.
Sav.
It's
Of
always
course
my
it's
fault. Okay, what would you guys like to do? I don't care, I just need to do some phaser damage. So pick something.
Well, I need to
Hive
do.
onslaught, epic. Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, Marksman.
Let's do infected conduit.
Infected conduit, okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna queue us for Isa. Green flashy lights? Anyone?
Nope.
No.
Me either. That was weird. That's the second time that's happened.
No, I didn't get a thing.
Green flashy lights?
Nope.
No. Wow.
Of course, I'm not on the team, so I won't get
Wow.
anything.
Broke it again. Broke it again.
Hang on. Frost, I'm going to make you team leader.
I'm leader?
Hold on. But WC logged off, so WC probably got kicked again. Hang on.
It's hard. I'm drag racing somebody, and I'm going a lot faster than he is. We're both at full work, and I'm just dusting.
Let me check. Jump over here to chat. Ugh. I'm sorry, Hate, that you've got 3 Iconian endeavors. That really sucks.
Unless you can do them all at once, then.
Okay. Well, we need one more then, because WC doesn't want to team with it since he keeps crashing.
You want to join DT?
Sure.
Okay. Well, you're in charge for us, so invite him.
Yeah, I got it. Which one are you playing?
Jason King.
Jason Kane.
I'll just throw an X in chat. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't mind the Iconian endeavors, but there aren't a lot of them, and when you have 3 to do in 24 hours, it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Because
Battle of
ones that say-
Corfez, Brotherhood, Bug Hunt, Gateway to Grethor, and Herald Sphere, so I wind up doing like Bug Hunt repeatedly.
I end up doing.
Wee woo?
I got a wee woo.
Wee woo!
Well, if multiple of us getting wee woo, I'm hitting accept on the
Yes.
wee woo.
As long as 2 of us have it, all of us have it.
Woo wee, woo wee, baby. Won't you join me on a TFO?
Yeah, can we sing that in Klingon for the thing next year?
We can try.
I'm
Be
pretty happy
terrible.
not to be a Klingon.
Pardon?
So I'm pretty happy not to know Klingon.
Well, I have my Klingon dictionary, so I can look up most of the things. Beach Boys done in Klingon. I think that would be awesome.
I wish they all could be Kronos guys.
And we can wear Hawaiian shirts. It'd be perfect.
Too bad my phaser damage doesn't count for it.
Oh, that's okay. It's only 50,000. It's not going to be a big challenge. I do like this ship, but I haven't set it up properly.
Or, what ship are you in? Oh, you're in
Vanguard.
there. Oh.
Scanning the nanite drift. Gone. Additional data is available. The nanite drone can repair the
Especially after last night with having a nice, big, powerful ship to suddenly go down to
Well,
nothing.
we built you a good. We're building
Yeah,
you a
for
good
2
ship.
days out, that is a fantastic ship.
You broke their pylon thing.
Their pylon thing?
Well, the conduit.
probe is closing in on
Somebody broke the conduit.
destroy it.
I did.
That was very mean of you. I'm sure they worked long and hard on that.
I'll break their cube too.
And their pretty
left
little
alone in the
dog.
room. Just can't be left alone in a room.
Probe is closing in on the transit.
This is why they don't have nice things. Oh. I actually won something.
Oh, what'd you win?
I won. Give me a... I'm gonna have to give this to somebody because I already have it, but I won a Europa.
Did you? That's
Yes.
nice.
I had the Europa. I won it before. I got it through a giveaway before, but
Still nice.
yeah. So I'm gonna give it to a friend, but
There you go.
Probe is closing
Am I your friend?
Frost.
You're a friend, but you're not that good of a friend.
Oh, I see. I see.
Somebody else already accepted, or else I would. Or if they had said no, it would have been the next one. Okay.
I'm not that. I'm really not that. I don't suffer that much.
No, they were in surgery for hernia yesterday, so
Ouchie, ouchie.
yes. Apparently for her, they said it was 2 inches, but when they operated, it was like 7 inches or whatever.
Ah!
I was like, dear God, what happened? Did you eat a snake?
Why? You gotta tell her not to eat snakes. It's bad. Breaking all their stuff.
I know. Did you get your damage yet, Mom?
Oh yeah, it was only 50,000 I had on the first set of cubes.
I thought I was going to actually have a really tough time on my endeavors today because I had to do 150,000 hull healing, and because my shield is a really good shield, I wasn't taking a lot of damage.
Yep.
But when I got to the end, she was an awful lot of damage. No, it wasn't that hard.
This ship is glorious.
It was awesome. Let's see who's in chat now and how many people we've got. I can't tell because that's the way this thing goes. Give me 1 second here. Did it stream lag for me, as you said? No. Are torpedoes good as an aft weapon on a cruiser? That's a good question.
Depends.
Yeah. I know that's kind of vague. It depends, but it does depend.
I mean, are you doing a torpedo to have a torpedo, or are you doing it for a set bonus, or...
I mean, I like torp builds as much as the next girl. But, they can be fine. Sav says meh.
I mean, I'm running a torpedo, but then again, I got a trait which gives me more damage, which helps me out if I use torpedoes. So.
If I've got a ship that's maneuverable enough for me to be playing with torpedoes because the arc's garbage, might as well be doing cannons, in my opinion. But there are reasons to do torpedoes.
There is the wide-angle quantum on the Sovereign class.
That's true. There are some torps I really like. What is it? TPTE? Yeah.
I like my dark matter torpedo, and I do have supercharged weapons, which means firing a torpedo grants 1 stack of the following supercharged buffs. Plus 10% damage, plus 1.5 critical chance, plus 6.6 critical severity. So there are bonuses if you do it right.
Sav's pointed out the Kelvin Timeline Photon Torpedo Launcher Mark 15. Of course, hers is a Mark 15. Critical damage, critical D times 3, reload. Which is nice. And the Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo. Ooh, sweet. A lot of kinetic damage for those days when you need a little kinetic damage, because we all need
The Dark Matter
Yes.
torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
part of
what
the
I have.
discovery stuff. It's the thing I like about it is if you do enough there. Yeah, the Kelvin torpedo is the fastest torpedo out there for recharge. It's not bad.
Well, I agree with Mar Hawkman. I like the particle emitting photon torpedo.
And I kind of like
Plus
the
you
dark
can
matter
make
one just
them.
because you do it right, it disintegrates stuff.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of disintegrating stuff, let's talk about last night's episode.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly. That was dark.
Yes, it was. It started dark.
Yeah.
I think it was a lot closer to what I was expecting out of the series.
I'm not complaining about it.
I'm not complaining either.
I see a lot of people who are complaining about it, and I'm not.
And actually, I thought it had some nice character development and plot development. There's a lot going on in that one.
Yes,
come on, you didn't like the pimp hat? That pimp hat
I
was awesome.
adored the pimp hat.
The pimp look for Rios was freaking awesome.
That was great. I loved that one.
And that Picard with the Clouseau French accent.
Yeah, it was so bad.
I mean, he's got a French background. He always uses the French background. But when he actually has to be a French person, he didn't sound French.
No,
you sound like Inspector Clouseau.
You sound like Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
You're quite right about that one.
It kind of reminded me of the whole point when Menage a Troy. Should I compare thee to a summer's day? It takes a great actor to act so badly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day when I was watching a flat Earth debunk going on, where clearly the guy had no clue what math was, let alone what science was. And if you're going to be talking, if you're going to be talking, if you're going to talk about science or math or anything and tell us why it's always wrong, you might want to know it first. Victor Borge was a hilarious pianist, but it's because he knew how to play the piano and he understood music, so he could goof around with it.
Other things I liked about the episode, if we're generally talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Quark name drop.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was all. Mr. Quark of Friganeganar. And then everybody's complained about it. I didn't complain as much, but there is something. But how they did the makeup effect for Seven's implants was. Jerry Ryan says it's better, so I'm guessing it must be more comfortable to wear because
It moved with her face, which I thought was interesting.
I must admit, we talked briefly about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
no, you whined about it. But
I whined about it, yes, but I must admit, her hand implants looked like a bad rubber glove.
They always have. They looked more metally before, and now they look more like they're just latex.
Yeah, but I don't know. I must admit, I think that what the effects or the makeup she had in the Voyager was way better made than these in this episode.
Well, I could justify this mentally by going, well, hey, she's been living on the outskirts of a society that doesn't have good medical or technological support, so things are degenerating, and she's got what she's got, and there's not much she can do about it.
The
And
part that bothered me
point is
was
20 years, no EMH. The fact is, when she was put back together, most of her skin was synthetic anyway. I do believe the doctor mentioned that they made new skin for her.
Mm-hmm.
So it all adds up when you think about it.
the part that bothered me the most about the whole 7 and 9 thing is that she was supposedly a marvel of salvage, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole point of the Borg was to make them as close to one another as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow 7 of 9, who has a completely nondescript title, has a nondescript everything, is more valuable than, as they put it, 15 other Borg assimilated people. Why is that so different? I mean, why was she so different? That bothered me.
She was one of the first humans assimilated. She was assimilated very young compared to everybody, to the rest of the humans that they grabbed.
Yeah,
No, it was because she grew up that way. That's
right.
why it was.
Yeah, she was what, like 7 or 8 when she was assimilated.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she was
So
9 or
therefore,
something,
she had
but yeah.
more Borg technology in her body.
Okay, I guess that doesn't make sense.
And if you could get through that thick accent of Picard's, he was explaining that she was taken.
I actually, because it was so awesomely terrible, I actually turned on the subtitles.
I got most of it. Yeah, I got most of it.
I turned on the captioning to make sure I didn't.
Yeah, but talk about just chewing the scenery, as they say.
I still like the Rios point, and then the drugs kick in. Ha!
Yeah, that was.
Am I lying?
That's good. Mar Hawkman says I think he meant tissue cloning when he said he made new skin. That's actually a good point.
Probably so, but still to a degree. A lot of the stuff that was on her at that point was synthetically done on Voyager by an EMH who had some very weird feelings at times.
Oh yeah. But that was a good story too. But jumping back to the very beginning when we first encountered Icheb, and my first thought is, no, you can't kill Icheb.
Yes, we can.
Oh my God! And it was.
We didn't merely kill him. We put him in hostile, and we killed him.
Oh yeah, and he's in a Starfleet uniform, isn't he?
Yeah, he joined. He was accepted into the academy during Voyager. So.
That was just scary.
Everybody thinks that going among the stars it's really fun. It's really good until somebody rips out your synthetic eye.
Yeah, and then oh my God, and then she has to kill him
without anesthesia.
Well, that's not like that's never happened in human history.
No. But
It's never happened.
But it does kind of go back to a point that we've been seeing here.
Yeah.
Everything that we knew about the Federation during TNG has kind of been we've kind of wandered away from it. We got We got Borg who are being kind of a blind eye, being treated as being salvaged for parts.
Yeah.
We got androids who are until they're outlawed a slave race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole area is really, really bothering me. It goes against literally everything that Starfleet has always stood for, but they're doing it just because they can.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know
It-
that they're
it
doing it because
doesn't-
they can, but it's not an uncommon premise in a lot of novels of almost utopian societies that, given X amount of time, they do fail for whatever reasons, and it's a fairly common trope.
I don't disagree with you. I think the biggest issue I have is that there's a lot of things that people, by and large, take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the whole point of the series is that because they were part of Starfleet, they assumed that they were going to be compassionate and caring towards the people that were suffering.
Yeah.
And then when it comes down to it, they're just as craven and insecure as the rest of us.
Oh yeah.
Politics play a big role in this stuff.
You know?
But it's very dark. It's very grim. And I'm hoping at the end of season 2, maybe we'll see a beginning of the light, and it's not continuously this grim.
Yeah.
Well, you got to bring up one other point that on this whole grimness. What was it that Seven said? I didn't want to take away his hope.
Yeah. There was some really interesting stuff going on. I love the interactions between Rios and Seven.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the the thingy.
The thingy.
Transporter, the little device, and
Yeah.
leaves it,
Oh, yeah.
well, there will be time for vengeance later, and then puts it right there where she can't possibly miss it. And
Mm-hmm.
basically time for vengeance later, well, that would be now. Here you go. I'm going to leave it right here, and you can go down and do what you have to do.
I want a couple of your guns, so I can go murder and get some revenge on people.
Yeah. And there's no way that Picard could have thought to himself that it's just because she needs the guns. He had to have realized that as well.
How much experience does he really have with 709, though? I mean, he has some, sure, but not to a great degree.
Officially speaking, pretty much none. I mean, I think the only reason that he's aware of her is because he's one of the very few people in Starfleet who was recovered from the Borg also.
Yeah, that could be their commonality there.
That was their commonality, I think. And I do like the commonality that they have. They interacted very well together for the most part.
So, what are people's thought about I can't remember her name, but the mom seeing her son?
Raffi.
Yeah.
Raffi, yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. I liked that they did that. They kept it from being maudlin, and I could see a lot of where her character development has affected more than just her career. So now I'm going to go back and look at the first couple of episodes with this.
Her path and her addictions.
Yeah, but also her behaviors.
Right.
So, we're looking at it when Picard was saying, well, I resigned, and she was terribly upset about that. And it's not just because of the fact that she's lost her position, but all these things she's held to, these beliefs about the infiltration of Starfleet by the Romulans.
According to the backstory, she had addiction problems, and being with Picard, she was actually cleaning up and getting better, and then kind of fell off the wagon a bit after he resigned. So knowing that, and knowing now why,
Mm-hmm.
I can see why there was the hostility.
Yeah. I'm looking at notes here about... Okay, at the end of Absolute Candor, the two meet face-to-face after 7 stages of daring rescue of Picard and his team. This is the first time that Seven and Picard actually meet, says Ryan. They know each other by reputation, and as I've said before, Seven's not on the "oh, he's a god" bandwagon. I think initially when she meets him, because he holds him partially responsible for what Starfleet has done in her view.
Yep.
So yeah, they haven't
But-
met prior to this in canon.
That part I don't understand. I mean, when he was Locutus,
Mm-hmm.
it was his separation from the Borg that gave them the ability to defeat the Borg. If it really hadn't been for Locutus, there'd be no real possibility that the Starfleet would have been able to defeat them.
Yeah, but 7 at that point was pretty much mostly in the Delta Quadrant, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They would cut off that cube.
But I mean, the Queen attached all of them. I mean, this is before the Animatrix and all that. But I mean, that first domino really falling really was Locutus, at least in my belief.
Actually, I don't think it's really Locutus that was the first big domino. Locutus was a setback, yes, but I think the domino that really got them, Hugh.
Hugh?
Hugh.
Oh, Hugh. Okay, yeah.
Iborg, Hugh.
Yeah. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Though, as I understand it, Hugh will be in one of the upcoming episodes.
Hugh was already in one of the episodes.
Which one was he in?
He was in episode. He was the one who brought what's her face to the disconnected one.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh.
didn't realize either.
Wow, I have to go back and watch that. I intend to go rewatch all 5 of them sometime soon. Yeah, I will say, though, the opening scene was really, really, really gory, even though the story that's coming out of it and the reasons for it are part of what's going on. But, I don't need that much blood, thank you. It's why I don't watch, like, Game of Thrones or didn't watch it. I don't need that.
It's disturbing, but
I think WC referred to it as gore porn.
I don't want.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's gore porn.
But then again, considering that we hardly see so much direct, like, blood violence in Star Trek, right?
Well, that's something. I mean, we see violence in Star Trek, but we don't see bloody violence.
That's what I meant. We see violence, we see shooting, we see people dying, get killed, but we don't see, like, that kind of, like,
Yeah.
bloody gore, as I recall.
Yeah. The other thing that was really disturbing there was how cheerful the woman who was dissecting him was. Oh.
She
That's
saw a big paycheck in him.
Yeah, but still.
Where's your cortical node? Technically, it walked in and shot her.
Yeah. Also, it was being fabulously gay is fabulously gay. Gorn porn, yeah. Let's not see gorn porn. Thank you very much.
Oh, come on, that's what you want.
True. Well, what you can see in TV in terms of blood is still not what you can see on TV in terms of blood. What they can get away with on these streaming channels is completely different, at least in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of censor codes to some extent. They're trying to put grit into the show. Yes, they are, and they are succeeding. That was very gritty. But a lot of the smaller parts of this, I love how Rios is developing as a character.
Mm-hmm. There's still that mystery of Rios. Why does every hologram on his ship look like him?
Yeah. So, which brings us up to the whole arc with
different accents and mannerisms.
Yep.
But
well, it must be fun if you're the actor. But what's the whole?
apparently, he had a blast doing it.
Who wouldn't? What's his name? The cyberneticist.
Maddox.
Addix.
Maddox. Yeah, that part. I mean, it was really easy to gloss over that.
What the heck was going on with that? I mean, she's
see-
watching him make cookies. It's very obvious that she loves him. And,
Well,
But-
I heard a theory.
yeah,
Our dear cybernetics expert there
Agnes.
was an android.
You think? Well, yeah, she's being controlled. Absolutely, Sav. No disagreement. But do you think she's an android?
It could be a possible point because, let's be honest, even though this wasn't the original person playing Maddox, there is a huge age difference between them to begin with.
Yeah. Oh, I knew she was going to do something because after, what's her name, Commodore O went to her, something had to be going on.
After what she was, but that whole point of what she was shown when she was killing Maddox, it's like, what the hell did she find out then?
What? Yeah, I'm listening to what the two are saying and what she's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sav, there's someone for everyone. You know? And let's be honest, what's the difference between a fox and a dog?
I don't know.
Six-pack.
I really want to update or get a fox.
The difference between a fox and a dog is a six-pack.
I don't understand. I don't know that joke.
Beer goggles. We'll just
Yeah,
say
exactly.
Oh, I get it now. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
it took me a minute.
Robot girls, yeah, there we go. Robot girls. I wanna get a robot girl.
Well, if you do that, you're gonna have to go up. You're gonna have to go up with data makeup on.
As the Western's wench. Remember from Fistful of Dados?
Yeah.
Sav remembers that one, I can tell.
Was that "Oh Dear Lord" what the Fistful of Data's reference, or was it the fact that she sung "Village People"?
Probably both of them.
But anyway, yeah, I can nitpick everything apart if I really want to, but we're just gonna leave it this way. Part 2 of the 2 episodes Jonathan Frakes directed. I like it.
I like it too. I still am not thrilled with the miking and the tendency of people to talk right over each other, which makes it really hard to follow what's going on. I know
for a non-military ship that actually.
It's not that it's a military ship. It's something that they've been doing for like the last 15, 20 years in TV, rather than everybody talking one at a time so you can understand what's going on. They talk over each other, so you wind up having to go back and watch it multiple times to figure out what the heck's going on.
But shall I point out we talk over each other all the time here?
I understand that.
It seems to be more of a reality thing than...
Yes, but it's still a presentation. I mean, if we go to the theater fairly often, and if people were to talk over each other like that, you wouldn't have a clue what's going on. And no, Sav, I am not getting that costume for Vegas. That's just wrong. Wrongity, wrong. So how many models?
I have a
Now I think she should.
I have a suggestion for your costumes for Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
DT goes dressed like Rios.
Ooh! Oh,
Like the
there
pimp.
you go.
Pimp Rios.
Pimp
Come on.
Rios.
Pimp Rios.
If I'm going to do Rios, I'm going to go as a pimp, damn it.
The girl that Data made as a daughter, you mean Lal? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
The woman who played Lal has been in a number of series in various roles. Not a bad actress at all. And equally cute in all of them. Even as looking like a woman, she's still cute.
I still think, though, that our twin androids were not built from Data.
Who do you think they were built from?
Lore.
Isn't Lord dead though?
Yeah, but remember they just need...
they needed one positronic engram, and unlike Data, they had a body.
This
That's
is
true.
true, but didn't they put didn't before get Data's engrams before he died? To some extent?
To some extent, yeah.
Okay. Or the Borg Queen. Where would they have gotten the Borg? Hold on. The Borg Queen. Sav, are you suggesting that Soji and Daj were made from the Borg Queen? Being dead makes it easier to use his parts. Yes, it does, Marhawkman. Being dead definitely makes it easier. Being alive, it would be an inconvenience.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little inconvenient. It's sort of, hi, I'm going to pull out a piece of your brain now. Don't worry, you don't need it.
So true, so true. So this all ended with the wonderful scene with Seven walking down, shooting people, and then it fades away.
Yep.
So we have to hope that she didn't get killed doing that.
Well, let's be honest, she's coming back.
She better. I do love that.
What about the entire scene where Maddox gets killed?
That's what we were just talking about. That was just.
We were talking about that.
That's just what the heck? Why? What happened that Aggie had to kill him?
What the hell was Aggie showing her? What the hell did that Vulcan do to Aggie to make her want to do this?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, she was looking at the videos of her and Maddox and doing the whole cookie thing, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a romance there, so are they gonna? They're not gonna do something bad, are
I
they?
still like I'm liking Robbie and Legolas.
Yeah, didn't have much in this last episode though. He seemed to be enjoying it a bit.
But he had the great point. They didn't send me a hologram.
I didn't like the little hologram thing though.
Are we still pretending?
Yeah, and he didn't have any character to
I mean, he
didn't
doesn't
give him any character.
Not yet, no.
No, but I mean, he had some of the best reaction lines for some of this stuff. Let's be really honest here, especially when you consider he was raised in a very isolated point.
Yes. Looking for something really quick, see if I can find it. Goodness gracious. There it is. Okay. So, the person who plays Commander O.
From the Karate Kid Part 2.
Go even further back. It took me forever to remember who it was. Babylon 5, first season, the pilot episode.
No, Karate Kid Part 2 was before Babylon 5.
What was before Babylon 5?
Yeah, I'm
Really? Are you sure?
Babylon 5 was like the 90s, so yeah. And Karate Kid Part 2 is pretty sure it's the 80s.
Let's see.
86 for Karate Kid Part 2.
Okay. And when was Bab 5? I thought Bab 5 was 95.
94.
94.
Through 98.
Yeah, but she was only in, I think, the pilot.
Yeah. Quite possible. There was a lot of people get dumped off.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Great cast, but a lot of them had some real deep-seated issues.
Yeah, it happens a lot with syndicated ones. Did the scenes involving Seven add anything to the overall story arc, or could they have been removed with no fundamental difference?
No, I mean the actors had some of the actors there had some really
I
terrible
know.
issues.
I know. I'm not arguing that at all. Okay, so WC asks, did the scenes involving Seven add anything to the overall story arc, or could it have been removed with no fundamental difference? That's a good question, because in this particular episode, they could have been removed with no fundamental difference, but maybe not for the overall arc.
Now let's look at. Well, I'm going to go. Let's go to an. I'm going to bring up another show that everybody seems to love, The Mandalorian. But there's a ton of stuff in The Mandalorian that, when you were watching it as it was, seemed like filler.
Yeah. I mean, if they just did those scenes because they wanted Jerry Ryan involved, that's fine, but this is such an arc in terms of setting up some of the backstories with the Fenris Rangers, setting up what I think is some potential story going forward, too.
I think some of this with the harvesting and all that ties into what's been going on the artifact, as they call it.
How so?
Cube. They were harvesting implants off the other Borg when they were liberating them.
Wow. I was kind of happy, though, that we didn't have anything with the whole Soji, what's his name?
At least they were doing it humanely and using anesthesia.
Well, yeah.
Sorry. That was brutal and evil.
Yeah.
Made you know.
Honestly, anesthesia isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. And that was a major drill bit that she was going to go poking in his head with.
Oh, that's not... Yeah. Ugh. Seriously. If you're going to do that, you know it's going to kill him. Just anesthesia, or, go ahead and kill him first. So my question then is, he's obviously in Starfleet. He's wearing a Starfleet uniform. We agree that he's in Starfleet. Why had nobody from Starfleet gone to look for him?
The ship was actually ambushed, and this was probably not too long after that ambush.
Yeah, but they just left him there? I mean, let's go back to TNG. They don't...
How many... If the whole ship was destroyed... If the whole ship had to be driven off, how often do we end up with ships that... How often do we end up with the plot point of there's only one ship in the area? It'll be days before something happens.
Yeah, but...
or weeks.
I still think that's something that should have been brought up.
This is the dark side of that trope.
Yeah, but as a plot point, I think that was really not addressed at all. There should have been a reference to the ship was destroyed, but we're looking for it, as opposed to, well, the heck with him.
Well, let's point out, Seven wasn't really with Starfleet at that point. She was with the
but not Seven. Him. Why wasn't Starfleet going to retrieve the officer? Even if they had believed that the entire ship had been destroyed, if we go back to our TNG days, they would have sent out a ship to look for them.
Eventually. A lot of the points where they were doing that, some of them were years later. It depends on...
Not in TNG era. No.
Yes, in TNG era, Angel 1. Angel 1.
But that wasn't a Starfleet ship.
They were...
That was a colonist ship. How often in TNG did a Starfleet vessel with Starfleet officers on it get lost or captured and they didn't send out somebody to look for them?
Let's see. Geordi's mother's ship that they couldn't find anything.
I thought they did send out one for that was the Pegasus, right?
No, Geordi's mother's point. I can't remember the name of the ship, but that was one where the aliens. Geordi thought the alien was that interface episode.
Okay.
I think it was called. Another one that comes to mind, the Enterprise disappeared for several weeks in that temporal causality loop where it was ramming into the
But it was only missing several weeks in their time frame, right?
No. Their time frame, they were living the same day. It was like 7 weeks or something at the end of that one. When they finally synced up their clocks. And that was, and even if it was a couple weeks, that was a Federation flagship.
What season was that?
Junior 5?
That was actually, if it was season 5, that's after Wolf 359, in which they lost most of the.
That's okay, that's a good point.
True. Which under that point, you would really be looking for some of these ships, especially if your flagship vanished.
I understand where you're going with that, but
The Enterprise was stated to be the flagship of Starfleet at that.
I know that it was the flagship, but the same point, if you have in season 5, you had tensions with the Cardassians still.
Yeah.
There's a lot that's going on. Like, because season 5, you're like a year away from Deep Space Nine becoming a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Cardassian with the Maquis and all that had already been starting to stir up. Because we see evidence of the Maquis in TNG as well, where they interact with the Maquis.
Yeah. Well, the Maquis started up in DS9 first, and then spilled over into TNG, and that was around season 7.
So you're still really close to that point, and with all that going on with them, and then you also have the Romulan neutral zone to be addressing also, because let's face it, the Romulans were really bold and crossing and doing stuff with their ships over in Federation space.
Oh, it was only 17.4 days that the Enterprise disappeared, but still, 2 weeks.
Well, we don't know that they didn't send somebody out to look for them. But I take your point, yes.
But even at that point, we don't know how long each ship was there, so you don't.
Probably not that long.
We also don't know that they weren't planning on sending a ship out for it. Just
Right.
Okay, that's a good
depending where
point.
the ship was.
But still, 7 got there first. No, yeah, 7 got there first.
7 was personally motivated, and plus, she had a clue who did it.
Yes. Yes, she was
So
definitely
that-
personally motivated.
So that kind of makes things a little different.
I cried when I saw this week's episode.
It was very upsetting. I will give Jerry Ryan props, though. That was really well done in that scene with Icheb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be right back.
Like, and I don't mean I'm like mad that they did it. I mean, like, I was crying. They elicited the emotion.
Yeah. I
So I am now trying the legendary Command Dreadnought cruiser.
I don't disagree with WC's point. He says, remember when Star Trek used to be exploration? Remember when discovering a major issue like not checking the flagship status when it's not moving from an area for weeks would have been considered a huge plot gap rather than an excuse for similar problems with other episodes? Okay, if you want to go that way with it, they should have never checked for any ship going missing. Or at least not in a reasonable time frame, because if they were being technically accurate, that information would have taken weeks, months, years to get around, to get out there and back. But for the point of inconvenience, to get a story told, a lot of times they had to ignore the concept of space-time. Have a nice lunch, WC.
Yeah, it was still kind of undergoing the premise that Roddenberry had with the original Star Trek, that, it could be weeks between episodes in the actual show time.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. A little bit of real life coming in there. So it actually felt like a very short episode last night.
It's because you weren't transitioning much.
I wasn't transitioning?
No, I mean the show wasn't transitioning. So you weren't going from different place to different place to different place.
You know, that's a really good point. You're quite right. And maybe that's one of the reasons I liked it. I liked the fact that they stuck with one concept and we weren't being bugged by the alternate plot lines. As I said, I'm not a huge fan of the Soji, what's his name, romance and the plot that's there because it's not developed yet.
Yeah, it feels like it's taken a little bit of time to develop that.
Well, maybe that's a good thing because those first few times we get into that, it doesn't feel like it's put together. So maybe they're doing that while they're trying to figure out how they're going to handle that. Which is one of my pet peeves with a lot of current movies. When you write a movie, you're allowed to change it before you start filming it. It's a little bit harder with episodes of television. But with a movie, a lot of times they get up to the end, they've realized they've put themselves into a horrible hole and have to dig themselves back out with a whole bunch of exposition and bad writing.
Reshoots.
Yeah, well, worse than reshoots, just try and explain their way out of it with additional dialogue.
Yeah. That's why they tend to do reshoots.
Mm-hmm. I was listening to an interesting... I don't think it was The Last Jedi. It might have been... What was the last one? Rise of the Skywalkers?
Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker.
And they're pointing out plot hole after plot hole after plot hole that 2 scenes later they're just talking about why it's not a plot hole in the movie. Just write the gosh darn story right.
I saw a funny
When
thing.
it happened, J.J. Abrams actually left an outline of what was supposed to be the trilogy.
Apparently he did.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
He did not.
Wow.
No, he didn't.
Oh, Suicide Squad and Mark Hawkman was just...
He was
ugh.
he was supposed to, but he did not.
Ah. Yeah, I don't disagree that a lot of times it gets changed after, but you can write a better script from the get-go. Who was it, Ryan Johnson?
Yeah.
Wrote
Yeah.
like one version of it and nobody went through it looking for the problems. How can you do that?
Which there were tons of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like it at all.
Pardon?
I didn't like Last Jedi at all.
Not my taste in movies.
Anyway.
So, like I said, it really had a feeling of being a super fast, super short episode, other than a few things with the miking and the tendency to speak over each other. And I noticed that for a lot of the scenes, the actors tend to stay towards the back of the scene, which is obviously the way it's directed, but it does make it a little bit harder to follow.
But still, we've seen Jonathan Frakes direct Discovery episodes, Orville episodes, and Picard episodes.
Hey, he's a good director.
He's a good director.
I think he's got a good hand on it.
They're all really different thematically when you think about it.
No, he's got some good style. He's done quite a few TV movies too, if I remember right, and he did
some theatrical movies.
Yep. Yeah, obviously
Besides
he did
Star
First
Trek.
Contact.
Well, he actually did a couple of other movies that weren't Star Trek.
Really? What
Yep.
else did he do?
Give me a moment, I will look it up. Because I think it was Clock Stoppers or something like that.
Oh, did he?
I think Jonathan Frakes did the last 2 episodes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he
These
did the
last
last
two.
2 episodes.
And I thought the directing on the first 2 or first 3 wasn't bad either. Weird camera
no.
angles and stuff like that, but not bad.
Yeah.
But even with different directors going at it, there's a more consistent visual appearance. Though the same
Okay,
issue I
you
had
direct-
with Discovery, it tends to be very dark.
He directed the interactive scenes for the Klingon video game, First Contact, Insurrection, Clock Stoppers, Thunderbirds, the 2 Librarian movies on TNT, a whole bunch of TV episodes, Ooh, he directed some of the episodes of Burn Notice. Didn't even
Really?
know that. Yeah. Directed an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Also something I never saw.
But anyway, we've done our gushing.
Mm-hmm.
We've done our nitpicking, and what shall we do now?
I think we should go kill some stuff.
That works.
Time for
For
murder,
each
death,
chip.
kill.
For each chip.
Yeah, that was just I mean, here we have a lovely character. They just killed him off. Oh my god. It was, and right in the first part of the scene too. Jeez.
Yep.
I wish it had been the girl. I found
In
her
the-
annoying.
In the goriest manner possible.
Oh yeah. Have you noticed the whole thing with the eyeballs?
Yeah. Well, you think about it, most every Borg has an eyeball taken away from him and
Yeah.
replaced with a scanner.
But I mean, even in
Yeah.
the introduction, the video,
Introduction to First Contact, we have that drill scene that they cut away from.
right? I understand that. I meant in the opening of the series. Look at the visuals and how many of them could be interpreted as being eyes, irises, eyeballs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really weird. All right, so what should we do?
I'm
I'm gonna
I
change
think-
tunes. I think.
okay.
Ha 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 ha.
You're going to your new ship.
No,
aren't you?
I could. Yeah, I could go to my new ship.
What is your new ship?
It is the
Alliance battle cruiser,
Mhm.
the Kittimer.
Oh,
the one that we were building. Where the heck did it
yeah. I want to build mine too. Then
go? Okay, well,
Okay.
grab one and let's build yours.
Oh, I gotta go buy some officers later on. To boost shield penetration, I believe it was.
Well, what should we do? Hi,
Huh.
Tech Dragons. Yeah, I will say 7 in the guns was a sweet ending.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And they went away enough that it could be determined. You could determine it either way. Does she live? Does she die? Penetration. Yes, Sav likes penetration.
Did you do any flanking?
No,
I don't think
straight up the middle.
Sav probably. Who knows if Sav likes flanking penetration?
I do.
Okay, she likes flanking penetration. Good to know. Good to know.
So are those
we
the
know
guns that we've got for our tunes now
Yeah.
from 7?
Yeah, though they established there that they're phasers. Ours are Tetrion or something like
Techion.
that. But yeah,
Tetrions,
yeah,
you're
I
right.
got-
You're right. Tetrions, my bad. I've never seen Orphan Black, but okay. I will accept your word on that one. I have no downtime for watching anything anymore. If it's not this, then I'm sleeping or working.
sleep. What is this sleep thing you talk of?
heresy.
Yeah, really.
So where are we meeting up?
But what do you want to do, Mom?
Hi, Susan. I have no idea. I've got my ship. Who wants to do something? Stick an X in strike group chat. So I've got a DT. I've got a Frost. I've got a Crastix. Hi. Oops, hold on.
That's me.
Yeah, I can't invite you to team. Check to see if you're in a private group.
Right now, I'm just finishing up to help.
Okay, that's why I can't invite you. As
That's
soon as you're
why,
out of there, we
yeah.
can invite you. Don't worry.
I am literally on the giant walker.
Okay, well, hang on a minute. We'll wait for you to do that.
I use this new build we tweaked out for my ship, and it just We're cutting through freaking reactors. We're cutting through the walker. It was
I haven't
fun.
done to hell with this one yet. And obviously not going to do it because Qantas is working on his, so that's out.
Well, Mom, throw
I
up
can-
your thing. Let's take a look at some stuff here.
Pardon?
Throw up your ship and let's take a look at what you got right
Give
now.
me a second. Alright, so I have not named my ship yet, so she's still running as the Kursk. I've got my AP Epic 15s up front.
Good.
I've got my crystalline. Crystalline. Except
you
the
got
15
crystal
still
torpedo
purple.
launcher.
We've upgraded now to the Discovery Tilly's shield and
Yeah.
the mycelial harmonic doodly-doos, which still
Little
leaves
more
us
core.
with the impulse and the deflector to change. I have no idea
I-
what my DPS is because the
I
last
would-
2 times I've DPS'd, it's been with horrible people who wouldn't let me fire on anything.
Question.
Yes.
Can you bring up your station so I can see what you got as firings? As your stations, I want to take a look at the skills you're running.
It's up.
Okay, I'm waiting a moment here because, like,
Dun, 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 dun.
as we wait and 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 we wait.
Can you not see it?
No, it's still no. You're nope.
It's up on mine.
Yeah.
You're talking about the bridge officers, right?
Now I see it. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Perfect. Okay, you have two tactical officers, 3 different firing mode things. What you need are the prevailing.
The prevailing what?
I will throw them in the Stripe group chat.
Okay.
When you use firing modes like like beam overload, your torpedo point, the torpedo spread, it'll give you a little burst of speed.
Okay.
Poor
Because-
saucer.
So prevailing what though?
Prevailing iterated impulse engine, which is out of your competitive.
Okay. It's out of reputation, right?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yep.
Let me just check. One of my tunes has got it, so hang on a second.
Yeah. The fortified use shield heals and hull heals. The iterated do attack patterns and attack special firing modes and such.
Just want to make sure this wasn't the tune that had them.
Okay.
Alright, so. Oops. So out of competitive, I want a what and what?
Prevailing iterated impulse engine. Because this will give you some speed burst.
Where are you putting this?
On my ship?
No, I know, but what channel are you posting it in?
She's in the dark, Mom. She's
just in the
running a
Twitch.
stream tonight. Yeah, she's.
Oh,
in
in the Twitch. Okay.
Yeah. DT, I'm not seeing it in competitive.
It is in competitive.
Well, I'm not
Keep
disagreeing
going.
with that.
Keep going.
Okay, experimental flagship.
Totally disagreeing with you.
Oh,
Yeah, she's totally disagreeing. Just trying to cause as many as possible.
Of course.
AP support turret, heavy support turret. I'm not seeing any ship equipment in prevailing innervated deflector array, or prevailing
You're close.
innervated impulse engine.
Impulse engine.
Okay.
'Cause
And what's
every
the
time
other thing I need?
The other thing that we got to running, which we did on my ship, is the colony elite fleet intervention protomatter deflector array from the colony.
No, but didn't you have another one from competitive first?
I was doing the competitive shield endpoint, but we're now doing the Tilly shield, which works a lot
Okay.
better. The impulse engine, though, is going to give you those speed bursts because
Okay.
your problem has been keeping up with things.
Well, it's been a cooldown issue too. Getting out of
Getting
Combat
your
mode.
getting your evasives and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but this will give you this will give you a little kind of a mini evasive burst with your impulse when you do stuff.
Okay.
So your ship should go faster.
Qantas, I just sent you a team invite. Oh, there you are. Very good.
Thank you.
Give me just a moment to finish cooking up these things.
Yeah.
I need to do 2 Iconian TFOs and destroy Indian ships for Endeavors. That makes sense.
Do you have to destroy your Undine ships in the battle zone?
It does not specify that.
Okay. That was a good question to ask.
Nope, I know.
I'm game for that. That's fine with me.
Not mine, I pushed up to Epic, but otherwise.
Okay. Okay, I've got my prevailing engines on. I've got my toys on. What are we doing?
Whatever you want. We have
Let's-
to go kill some. We have to go kill some.
I heard somebody say they needed to do something.
Yeah, they need to Iconians
Undine
and Undine.
and 2 Iconian TFOs. I'm
Okay.
good with.
Well, we
Let's
could
do
do.
an Iconian TFO. That'd be
Okay,
decent.
Gateway.
Sure.
Okay.
I love that one.
Is everyone ready for a little gateway?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We
we
will.
We will.
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee-oh.
Woo-wee.
Oh.
Woo-wee. Ho Chi Minh.
Follow the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Follow the Ho Chi Minh Trail. We just crossed Star Trek,
Oh no! It's-
Wizard of Oz,
and Good Morning Vietnam.
and Good Morning Vietnam.
It's meta.
Do you realize how manic it would have been if, for some reason, we had
Well, that
imagine Robin Williams as Q?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Okay, here we go.
I would have been. That would have been so.
I can imagine. Is there a John Luck Pickard here? In a Robin Williams?
I'm looking for a Jean-Luc Picard. A Jean-Luc Picard. Like I said,
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Who's going left? Who's going right?
I'm going right.
I'm going right.
left. I'm going left. You want to go left with me, Mom?
I'll go left with you.
All right. Since we're both on the left side, I've just figured I'd ask that one.
Hardly counts. I mean, look at that. We're all bunched up together. I didn't hear pie.
Hey, Mom, that is a sexy looking ship.
Well, thank you very much.
It's growing on me, actually. On my Terran character, which is my who's on the Klingon side.
And Frost, your ship is sexy too. So's yours, DT.
Thank you.
Everybody's got sexy ships. Sexy, sexy. Turn radius is still a little sucky, but
We'll work on that later too.
What the hell is on?
Well, you've seen those speed bursts now, aren't you?
yeah, definitely better.
You guys need help over there, or you got it?
They're all
Or
done.
we're just finished.
All right.
No,
Then
we'll
we'll
stay
take care
here
of this
then.
side. Yeah.
Don't forget, grab the particles. Oh, wrong one. Wrong game.
So you're actually seeing that speed burst now, which
Yes. John Luck Picker. Sounds like something one would name a kinder. Yeah, really.
I'll do the planet side.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
I got this.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll head down then.
Oh, really?
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them.
I better head up to that one then.
Transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Got that one down there?
Yep, working on it.
Alright.
Just have to get close enough.
Cutting through some of the fodder out here.
Got that one?
Got this one over here.
The troop
Swing
transports
around,
from
get
the
this one.
starbase are moving toward the planet.
I love the black alert trait.
What's
Oh,
the black alert trait?
that's fun. You actually do the discovery jump and hit a bunch of stuff.
Wow,
It's fun.
I don't know that one.
You have to have a crossfield to get it. So
Ah, well, that's why. You got that one back there?
yep, I'm on it.
The troop
I got the back half here. If you got the front half,
I'll keep an eye out for it then.
you got that one.
Yep.
I'm in the back half with you.
Okay.
Whoever's in the back half.
I think I'm there with you.
You said you're up doing planet side?
No, I'm in the other
okay.
lane.
Oh, wait. Well, there's a planet side and a base side on both sides.
Oh, okay, but I'm talking about the individual
Yes.
lanes.
Oh, I knew that. I knew what you were saying. I speak the language sometimes.
We've already got 16 land.
The starbase
Yep.
are moving toward the planet.
Oh, I want to land more.
Do we get more money for them? Do they pay us more?
Not really. Not really.
Then we could just be like the Federation and
It's
ignore things.
it's a federation. They're cheap.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
I should probably switch my torpedo spread to high yields.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get this one here. Got it.
Funny part is, at least on this side, if you get two people in the right spots, you can pretty much cover everything
Yep.
without having to move.
Transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
got this one.
Oh, Mike, what? You're seeing a difference, huh?
Yeah. I want to crank it up a little bit more and then try Herald Sphere one of these days.
You got that one?
Yeah. Just moved out of the arc
From the
though.
starbase are moving toward the planet.
Yeah, fortunately, we're covering everything pretty quick, so. 45 seconds.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Beams do make a lovely sound though, don't they?
Yes, they do. That overload is my favorite beam sound. I use that on Romulan ships just so when I do that singularity weapon thing, I can hear the overload sound just really firing off in red.
Well, what's interesting, if you listen to the weapons on certain occasions, like I used to play on Sunday mornings,
A Herald Dreadnought.
and the weapon sounds weren't what you think the weapon sounds are sometimes. For example, the staff, the Lobby AP staff,
Yep.
it's like, ouch, 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 when it's at slower speeds, which is kind of weird.
Hello, Dreadnought. Have some agony.
Are attacking the starbase.
Have some of that too. Have some of this while you're at it.
Have some swarmers.
I think we killed the Dreadnought already.
No, really?
It went
Yes,
to
we
0.
did.
Yes, we did.
Wow.
I love this build. So now it's just clearing out the rest of the stragglers, as we call them.
Give no quarter.
You give a Iconian here, and then you see the freaking Dreadnought, their toughest ship, just disappear in seconds. It's like, what did we get
Well,
into?
I also hit him with whatever the
Yeah.
Discovery torpedo is.
Yeah, the Dark Matter Torpedo, I hit him with that. I hit him with Approaching Agony. I hit him with, I also have Deconstruct It.
All right.
I have the Deconstructive Resonance console on there, so I hit him with that.
Well, that went quickly.
It is very satisfying to see my saucer reconnect to my.
Yes, it is. Well, Mom, so that was a definite improvement in your eyes,
Definitely
huh?
an improvement, yes.
Good. I'm very happy about that. The only other thing we do, and this is a colony deflector.
Let's see. Marhawkman, North Quarter means executing the crew of the ship you're boarding.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we cleared the ship. They didn't get a chance to do a boarding action. There was nothing left.
I would like it if you could pick the outfit and colors that your crew would wear as well. Because I don't like us looking fancy and everyone else is default looking. I agree.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes you don't have the option to dress
If you
up
go
with
to
your
your bridge,
tunes.
for example, you'll find everybody, if you're not wearing an Odyssey uniform, everybody on your Fed ships are wearing Odyssey uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's the default.
Yep. I think in the Galaxy Bridge set, you actually have some people in TNG uniforms, some people in Odyssey uniforms. It's very disconcerting and weird.
It's definitely disconcerting.
Yeah. But that's the deflector that we were recommended to put on.
Well, it definitely works.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing the short version
It would be my pleasure.
of how to pick up
Yeah.
ground harvests.
Yeah.
Welcome to
So,
New
what I found very interesting is, let me see if that holds true. If you just double F through all the ground harvests for harvest materials, or you do them in space, they don't count. You have to play the mini game.
You have to play the mini game a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Just wanted to make sure that was not my imagination from yesterday.
I gotta go play some Dabble while we're talking here.
It would
Well,
be
go
my
play
pleasure.
Dabble.
Yeah. Which means I have to go. Oh, yours is doing that too.
What?
I thought it was me. You had the two. You had that line kind of broken in half.
Oh no,
there?
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I got that today, and I never had that before. And I'm going, what's going
I
on?
get it about 50% of the time where it splits that frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. We recommend the colony deflector. Does anybody else have any deflector recommendations for Mom?
The one I'm currently using, I mean, I'm really liking it.
Which one are you using?
The Aegis deflector array.
Yeah, the Aegis is one of my favorite sets.
And I mean, it hasn't really. It's prevented me from getting affected by a lot of things. Like, most specifically, when I get hit with the tachyon beam, it doesn't seem to do near as much.
It would
Well,
be
Ed
my
made me an Aegis set, and I think I've got the guy to make my own stuff. But
On one of your tunes, yeah, you probably do.
can't remember who it is.
I'm sitting on a million gold pressed latinum. I think making 500, I can afford to bet latinum.
Yeah, well, if you only have to do 500, you bet like 10,000, because what the heck else are you going to do with gold press latinum?
What am I
honestly?
going to do with all this latinum? Yeah.
Right, yeah. So to me, it's one of the nice ways to just burn it.
Yeah.
And one more time for Sphere of Influence, really quick. Get that done.
Just
I'll
a
jump.
question.
It
Now.
would be my
Yes.
pleasure.
Why is there no event or tomorrow's party in the fleet?
Because I was lazy.
Okay.
She's honest.
Yeah, I'm just honest. I don't know how many people pay attention to fleet events in the actual event listings. I've put so many things in there only to have people go, I don't know about it.
You know me, I gotta actually. And
So-
I just won my. I just finished that. I actually made money on that. Jeez, got like 10. I got two 10,000 and a 20,000, so I made latinum on that.
Well, you gotta do something with it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
I've
going
got my...
to buying Howl Disguises. That's really it. Perk, spend a perk point. Okay, damage resist ground, gamma, damage resist gamma space, damage resistance beta ground. I don't have a point in any of these.
Is there a mission that starts at DS9?
Yeah.
Cardassian.
No, yeah, the Cardassian one. Also in the episodes, the first one, Sunrise.
All the Herc are there as well.
Sunrise starts at DS9 because you pick up the
What's that in, though?
future-proof first mission.
Thank you.
With the war over.
Are you coming to play Dabo?
Yes, I'm coming to play Dabo. Since I can't just go play any place
Anywhere.
else. No.
No, we can't place it anyplace else.
Me.
Has anybody else ever had the issue of transwarping to Bajor?
In terms of what?
Like when I collected Go to Bajor,
Mhm.
like mine literally does nothing.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay, so it's not just me. Good.
It's not just you.
I think it's been there for a very long time.
It's been there for a very long time.
Years.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever transwarped unless I've got the doodad to go to Bajor. So if I want to go someplace specific, I try and find the episode that goes there. So I can just shortcut it. Alright, let's find Quarks. Like, I don't know where the
Go to
place
Quarks.
is.
Quarks is fine. I do admit, your ship's pretty.
My ship is pretty, yes. Play
Spin the
Dabo.
wheel
Thank
and
you.
win.
Yes, I know how to play Dabo. Let's see. I have 760,000 GPL.
How much freaking latinum do I have? Oops, I'm back to 1 million on my dilithium. Yay!
I have 3 million.
Well, I spent way too much to upgrade some stuff yesterday.
Oh, we never do that. There. I'll bet 30,000 Latinum. Let's see if I can get my 500 GPL.
I hope so.
Fail.
Well, if I lose it all, no biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I spent
You have
30,000, only got 1,000 back, but that's okay, because now I'm down 30,000. I don't have to have so much of that I don't use.
I put down 300 because I just wanted to see if I could play it again.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10,000 out of it.
You hit Dabo. Last time there was a Dabo was the general Dabo. I threw stuff down first roll. We Daboed and it's like, okay, we're done.
Okay, Mar Hockman says that he occasionally gets 3 lines in the scanning game. Yes, I occasionally get 3 lines too, but more often than not it's 2.
Three's Dabo.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Gumar, you're right. Yeah, you can occasionally get him from Academy Recruiting, but not very often. So Ed's got one. I think one of my tunes has one, which means there's somebody for doing it.
All my recruits have one, and my Jason's not my first character. My first character actually has them too.
I also think I have Gamora.
Okay, so South points out that the Bajor thing, it requires that you have a warp coil. So it's not a bug. But I don't have the warp coil for that one. It's the icon for the transwarp a round metal disc. That's a good question. Yes, Ed has 3 Gumar on one tune. Great. Wow, that would be an interesting ship.
Marhawkman. It's random, but I pretty much every cooldown for like 6 months I tried, and I never got them with the one character. So it's sort of like, forget it. I'm not going to worry about it. When random Dabo comes up and I'm playing my Ferengi, it's going to be easy. I have my own private table.
Let's see. So. That's not the one I want. That's what I want. Do I have any of the transwarp icons? I do not.
Oh, that is cool.
What?
I put on the hollow emitter of the Undyne bioship.
Yeah.
And with the Omega stuff on it,
Yeah.
it really does look unique. If you guys get a chance, you got to check this out.
Where are you?
Where you at?
I'm right outside of DS9.
Okay.
I'm not at DS9 anymore. I went back to ESD. I warped to Q. Whoa. I got 3 1/4 specialization points in my universal.
Nice.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. I never seen one. Now I got multiple showing up. What the hell?
All right. Where are you at?
I'm flying right above DS9.
Okay, I'm
One
underneath it.
instance.
Which instance are you in? I should have asked that one too.
I'm in number 4.
Oh, okay, then I should see you in a few minutes. There you are.
I gotta wait a minute or two before we can see it on the screen.
Trying to get away from all these particles so that we can all see him.
I see you. I'm coming to you.
Oh, my screen has stabilized meta particles on it, so give me a minute to get away from this.
No worries. Flying right next to you, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to stop here.
KDT.
Yeah.
I posted a screenshot of my ship.
Oh, that looks
If
nice.
you wanted to offer any advice.
It's got the Omega Impulse on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also got the Omega Deflector on it. So it really does look different than any other Undyne ship that you're going to be able to
It's a
find.
good-looking ship.
I mean, it's only a hollow emitter, but it still looks really.
Oh, there you go. That looked good, though.
Okay, you're running. I'm guessing those are phasers you got.
Let me get back into
Those
conversations
are spiral
here.
wave disrupt.
Let's
Those
see.
are disruptors. Okay.
Yeah, the Nandi is great for Dabo. So is the other Ferengi ship,
The Decora.
the Cora. Thank you. I like the freighter
I
Hollow
am
because it's not a
going-
playable ship. It'll take on any and all of ship visuals. Okay.
DT.
Okay.
I am going to be getting the Nausicaan disruptors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm working on doing that. So I only have the console so far, and I went with the console because that would add plus 26% disruptor damage and a science.
Yep. You're running. You're running the command dreadnought. Once you get the tier 5 trait unlocked, you actually. I would pick up the Nausicaan torpedo. Because
Yeah.
that's a disruptor torpedo, and then one of the traits off the legendary command dreadnought. It has all the Odyssey traits, but one of them you have is a beautiful one called. And I've been using this a lot.
Supercharged.
Supercharged weapons, yes. I happen to like torpedoes. It's tradition. Torpedo. It's tradition. It's a Starfleet ship. It's a traditional thing.
Yeah, I like beam weapons, but I still like to have one forward torpedo.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too. Personally, I'd pull. This is me. I probably would craft a disruptor omni and a. Even though you got the wide angle, I guess up front there.
No, that's actually just a dual beam spiral wave.
So you want to keep your front there, craft an Omni disruptor, or get one crafted for you, and get the House of Marta.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
You're
Should
probably
I-
not. What traits do you have on that? I should say, what specializations do you have for your character there?
What do you mean?
You have your skills, and then you have specializations like command, intelligence officer, miracle worker. Which 2 specializations do you have on your character?
Intel and strategy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Makes you tough. If you find you're having trouble keeping with that dual beam, if you have trouble keeping on target with it, you might want to think about, at least because you're in a very tough ship, you might want to think pilot.
Yeah,
For the extra maneuverability.
I have thought about. Right now, I do have 20.9 degrees per second.
That is pretty good. Pretty good.
Hi, Ryan Snake.
Any overall suggestions? I'm not too confident on my deflector impulse warp or shield setup. The shields, basically all of them are basically colony.
I would. Well, it got recommended to me. I kind of like it. It makes your ship incredibly durable. Get the warp core and the shields from the Discovery set. That's a because you get really good healing quickly with that. Mom can attest to how good the prevailing iterated impulse engines.
It was good, yes. I will try
Are you
it.
saying the Discovery warp core?
The Discovery warp core, yes. And then the Tilly's review pending shield.
You'd suggest a Discovery Warp Core?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Because you need the 2P. Because it's mostly for the 2-piece set, as it got told to me.
Okay, which one is Impulse?
But the 2-piece set, when you actually get 120% hull regeneration.
Don't mind me. I'll just sit here.
Okay.
Welcome to the Tower of Terror.
Fair enough.
Red Doggo?
Yes.
Awesome name.
I like it. Welcome to the broadcast.
I take it Tilly Shield is rank 5.
Yeah. You don't have rank 5 yet.
Oh.
I'm in tier 3 myself.
Yeah.
When you get there.
If you don't remember who I am, I'm the guy that Fenrir invited over.
Oh, well, anytime.
Welcome.
Yeah, we're
Everybody's welcome.
yes. Hey, if we're an open mic, everybody's welcome. The more the merrier. Huh?
Providing you don't spoil Picard before I see it, but we've all seen it now, so spoil away.
I haven't seen the latest episode yet.
Okay,
so-
well, it's a good thing you weren't here an hour ago then, and we won't say anything to you.
Exactly.
Yes, it works out so well.
Han Solo died.
Oh no! He was my
Yes.
favorite character.
Just remember, he shot first.
Yes, he did. We've had that discussion before, I think.
God.
You're talking about deflectors from the colony, DT?
Yeah, I was talking.
Excuse me.
Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector Array, correct?
Yeah, you probably want the drain one because the drain still is going to go off. As it got explained to me, I don't even have anything that does drain, but it does seem to screw with other ships.
Let's see.
Has anybody realised what the Alliance cruiser is good for? Because I have no idea.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
Mom is actually having fun. We're building up an anti-proton build with her on that Alliance cruiser.
And I'm doing the same thing with my phaser build.
Yeah.
It's a nice ship. My only problem with it is, like most battle cruisers, it's got all the cannons in the front, but its turn rate sucks.
That's
Priority
typical.
clearance recognition Alpha 1.
Yeah, there's enough things here and there. Like, for example, one of the things I did on my Endeavor, since that's account wide, one of the things I really worked on was I got my turn rate all the way up in the personal endeavors. So I got that extra 15 degrees on the personal endeavors.
See, yes.
I got my impulse speed up to plus
Priority
30%.
clearance recognition Alpha 1.
I kind of feel glad that I went down Discovery because I get pack stuff, which boost my hull. And
Yep.
yeah,
Pack stuff. I actually want to build a ship. On the escorts, or redo my Romulan a bit to where I'm using a lot of pack stuff with him. Why? Because it's a freaking Romulan ship, and Romulan ships must be tougher.
yeah,
Correct, Mom?
I managed to get myself the Miracle Worker flight deck carrier, and that's got a lot of pack stuff on it.
Oh yeah, I got the legendary pack, and the Disco Connie is a Miracle Worker ship now. No, it's not the Disco Connie. The TOS
Temporal.
Connie's. Yeah, the Disco Connie's a temporal ship. The TOS Connie's now the Miracle Worker ship. I do like that Miracle Worker mechanic on there, though.
I just need a PAX shield emitter amplifier, and I'll be all set.
Well, you should you should be able to purchase those out of the rep store for that. I think.
Yeah, that is true. I do have a lot of money.
It's just dilithium for that, but it is a good.
I think I count myself a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
With all the money I've got.
Money's a good thing.
Yeah, I was part of a clan back in 2013,
Okay.
and I recently got back on a few months ago, and the clan was dead. Fully dead.
That happens.
So dead that I could promote myself up to Admiral and steal everything out of the stores. Let me see, I got 13 million out of it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and spent I spent 15 million on myself. And
As well you should.
And I've still got 15 million in the bank.
Wow.
But Mom, the reason for the intervention point on you is the last two things on there, which is your critical severity and critical chance.
Okay, and which one?
On that deflector, the last two traits are the reason why you want that deflector, which is, when you look it up, you get a plus 15% critical severity and a plus 4% critical chance.
Plus 0. And that.
Oh, it depends on your hull percentage,
Right.
so you're not going to see it till it's equipped and you're in space, I think.
Yes, I have to go back up into space right now.
And that's what's mine's showing, but...
Okay, let's see what I got now. Yep, now I got plus 15 severity, plus 4 chance.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, would anybody like to do something while I've got my new toys
Yes.
on?
I could do something.
We'll run another
Great.
test with you. What would you like to do?
I don't know. Red Doggo, why don't you give me an X in chat so I can, or give me what your name is and so I can invite you to a team?
Darius Arn. Gunny Thunder.
Shush. It's back in 2012 I made this account.
And you can tell the old school players, we have names, we don't have a name and a number.
Yeah.
I notice the newer player accounts, no matter what you put in, you get a number after your account on your account name too. So us old school folks have an actual name.
Yeah, it's like when I log in, I don't have to use my email address. I've actually got a real name. Who else would like to join us for something?
Kind of feel bad now.
Why?
Because I got this
Have
new
enough.
ship, and I spent so much credits and all that buying the Tier 6 Excelsior, and now I never use it.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, I have that problem too. But I've got probably 25 ships that I don't use.
The Tier 6 Excelsior, especially if you can get the Shepherd for the trait.
The
That
Shepherd.
The Shepherd class, which is the Miracle Worker battle cruiser. The Gagarin, I should say. The
Gagarin. Yeah.
That torpedo trait, when you do a fire at will, is a really nice thing. I've been really working on that with my Galaxy at times.
Looks like I'm gonna have to look
Fire
after
at will gives you torpedo spread, and torpedo spread gives you fire at will.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to get that then.
Considering the Excelsior is a very limited tactical seating, that's
And
really
Gagarin, what's it called again? Is it Tier 6?
Gagarin
Who's it
Tier
Gagarin?
6 Miracle Worker ship, yeah. So,
Oh, it's the Miracle Worker.
Well, it's
I'll
a
be right
miracle
back.
worker.
it's kind of one of the most popular Miracle Workers out there, yeah.
Yeah, it's the... What's it? Discovery one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly which one it is then.
Gagarin Miracle Worker Battle Cruiser, yeah. Yeah, that torpedo or fire wheel thing off there is it's a good thing.
Yeah, I can tell.
And we like good things.
Yes, we do.
And of course, because of Fenrir, I do use a lot of fire at will and
Yeah.
missile spread.
Hi, Vobek. You're welcome to join us in the next one. We have a full team here, but you can come in the next one, please.
Yep.
And hey, no, I'm not having login issues, but some people maybe. Okay, what are we gonna do?
Whatever you like.
Red Doggo gets to pick it out.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Which one do you like?
No,
So it's not Gateway to Garthor. We're good. Unless
How
you guys
about
want me to hit random.
just hit random. I don't mind.
Okay,
Random.
random.
We could be on the ground.
Wee woo.
We will.
Wait, what?
Yep, you.
The Bozeman whistle that you get. The Bozeman
Oh,
whistle.
I've got one of those.
Well, hit it. Hit wee woo. Oh, you've got one of the whistles?
I've got one of the whistles. I got
Oh,
it on
jeez.
I bought it on the HMS Belfast.
Oh my gosh.
I went to Tower of London, got to HMS Belfast,
Yeah.
and then gave up.
Oh, that is awesome. There's awesomeness right there. He wins.
My friend and I, when we go to London, always stay in, quote, a city of London. So, of course, we're like spitting distance from the Tower and the Belfast.
Oh yeah.
And I like to go jogging in the mornings, and she's like, get me a coffee and pick me up when you're done. So I have a lot of chances to go running around in the city. With all
I'm
the...
not trying to compete, but my dad is a Bozeman, so I mean,
Wow. So
he
you've
was
got one?
in the Navy. I mean, you guys are probably a hell of a lot better than me in that regard, but
No. No.
No, not at all.
No, but
Nope.
I'm not particularly fond of my dad, but I have the stupid whistle.
Well, that's cool. Wow, this isn't kicking over. I wonder what it's doing.
has everybody hit accept? That's a good
Yes.
question.
Yes.
All right. I'd ask that.
It
Yeah,
still
my-
says we're just queued. It's
I think
waiting.
the
Oh,
coolest
there we go.
There we go.
All right.
The coolest person
Warp out.
in my family has
Whoosh.
to be my stepfather's dad. He was Navy, then he gave up on,
Harold Sphere. There you go, Mom.
and then he joined. I think he joined the Paras because he got bored.
Wow.
Because he got bored.
He got bored.
You know, when I joined the army, I didn't do it because I was bored, but I've heard of people doing worse things.
Did somebody need a second Iconian?
Yes.
Perfect.
And this worked out perfectly for you.
Well, I mean, it's
Might
still...
not be that good, but I can hopefully hold my own.
Just do what you can, guys. That's
And
all
have
we
fun.
say. Ship gone. I get the feeling Mom's really liking her ship.
It's fine. It kills things, which is really nice. It's fast, which is really nice.
As long as it kills things, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it gets there quick to kill stuff, it's all good.
Well, I've never done terribly well in Herald Sphere, so if I can do better in this one, I'll be happy.
I like it. You and I concentrate fire on something, it dies.
Zip, boom.
Wow, everything's just dying.
As it should, once in a while. So did I just miss?
But I don't want to enter the gateway.
Enter the gateway, damn it!
Get in here. Get over here.
Oh, I'm being threatened by Scorpion. I don't know what to do. That's a big crystal. Can I have it?
Sure. Go for it.
Oh, there goes I.
You think the
Stop the Herald forces.
Herald might mind?
1 o'clock.
They might. They might get. You know what?
Oh god, I don't need drones. Oh no.
Subboth crystals. Yeah.
I'm in a bad place.
Well, go jump around with somebody who's big and can.
Oh, I'm
Protect you.
big and bad, but that doesn't mean that I'm in a good place. I warped in and I didn't like accelerate anywhere.
Oh.
So 2 battleships showed up on either side of me. Oh, isn't that cute? Polarizing or tractor beam.
Anybody need any help? Okay, I see the group. I'm headed towards them.
Oh, I see I moved something. I've got to fix that when I'm done. Apparently I moved my miracle worker.
They will not stop shooting me.
They do that, don't they?
Just
Somebody
really
tries to kill you,
inconsiderate.
kill them right back.
That's right. They're really inconsiderate. You guys just have no concern.
Gateway opening at 12 o'clock.
Well, battleship, let's see.
Gateway opening
Ah,
at
got
12
them.
o'clock.
Yeah,
You okay?
stuck. Yeah, I'm just stuck in a post.
Oh. I've done that.
That happens to
Battleships over
everybody.
here.
I got stuck in the breach once inside the ship and couldn't get out of the wall.
That sounds devastating.
It was embarrassing more than anything else. Thank you.
Gateway opening at 1 o'clock.
So, do you think we can get out and like collect all the glue to turn these enemies into? Is that possible?
Why not?
Gateway opening at 9 o'clock.
Bright light. They just disappeared.
They did.
Where'd the bad guys go, Mommy?
Don't worry, honey, they're gone.
She made him
Oh,
go
bother
away.
me. Bright light.
I can't say.
It's too bright.
It is
I'm
too
sure if you
bright.
fire it a random direction, it'll hit something.
With Mom's new ship build, she should have a new motto.
Yes.
I see dead people.
And they're you!
People everywhere. I see dead people. Dead people everywhere.
We need to stop the Herald attack on Allied space. Get through that gateway.
Oh, we have to leave again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to go back
I
and
was
forth.
just gonna have fun.
Oh, we'll be back. Don't worry. They can't
I'll
make up
just
their
be out
mind.
getting something to drink.
Oh.
I'm gonna try hitting
What the heck?
solar. Get me right into a mess here. Solar gateway on me in. Bastards.
That wasn't very nice at all.
That was rude.
I'm going to tell your parents on you.
You tell their parents, tell them that their child died fighting a fight they couldn't win.
That's right. Your child's pretty stupid.
Your child died. He died sniveling in pain.
Somehow I don't think that's going to turn out very well for that conversation.
No, then you get a 7.
He did not die. He did not die with honor.
Get that cruiser.
What cruiser?
That was... Well,
yeah,
no,
exactly. Poor cruiser.
I hit 52,000.
I don't see no stinking cruiser.
It was there, I swear.
Did I see a battleship there? I don't remember anymore.
I swear it was there. I think it's a nightmare though.
I think it was a Mirage.
I left it right there.
So now Mom is misplacing ships as well.
Now Mom's just...
Whatever. She just can't trust her with anything.
Well, at least it's not like my glasses where they're on top of my head all the time.
Well, if we have to fight your glasses, I'm just giving up. Your glasses win.
There was a ship right there, I swear, but I don't see it anymore.
This is why we can't have nice things anymore.
Mom's getting addicted to a good ship.
This is nice.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me the build now.
Stupid simple. Just took a little bit of money.
I have a little bit of money.
Yes, you
A
do.
little bit. A little bit of dilithium, a little bit of time, a few marks.
A few thousand.
Oh, marks. You.
Well, yeah.
I'm in that process right now, and it's just taking forever.
Well, if you
Yeah,
well, the good thing is if you know what you're after, then you can kind of work on it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Tilly's shield. That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah. Oh, that heal's kept me going in some stuff when I shouldn't have been.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but my computer just broke.
Oh, no.
Did you call it a bad name?
You know, I followed the guide of the Klingon IQ book. I even slammed it with both my fists.
That tends not to work very well.
Did you threaten it with a batleth?
No, that's not what they
There's your
recommend.
problem. Gotta threaten it. Don't actually hit it, just threaten it.
Well, they said I should start with my Doctor, and that's out being sharpened right now.
I don't know how to help you there then. Klingon tech support just isn't the same as anything else.
Yeah. Klingon tech support is not what it used to be.
I know.
Back to the gateway.
Back to loading.
Back to life. Back to life.
Sensor readings show that the ship is controlling the gateway. Destroy it.
Oh, that's a dreadnought. I probably shouldn't be putting that on my head.
From the gateway.
Close the gateways first.
We won't be able to destroy it.
You don't really need to if you just slam hit the.
Holy crap.
We're just start slamming the dreadnought? We can
I
do
just
that.
saw someone go
Yeah.
below 50% health.
Oh, I'm good.
Ah, god damn it, you made me waste my
Slam.
ability.
Slam
No,
the-
I appreciate it, but I mean, just because I go below 50% health doesn't mean I'm dead.
You can, of course, go after the gateway and will go faster, but I've experienced just everybody just slam hit
or
the
slam it.
dreadnought.
Yeah, it's down to 30%.
Down to 18.
15, 0.
0.
The network is disabled.
Just showing off of me.
So, other than upgrades, moms, please.
So a few little changes I need to make, but
You probably want that Lorca fire control for the penetration.
mm-mm.
Saab knows
Oh.
something about penetration.
And flanking.
Yes, and flanking penetration.
You actually got to trade the intelligence that actually does a lot of flanking.
Oh, I'm running intelligence commands, so
So you got a specialist on your crew that knows a lot about flanking.
but
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what we are.
is the Lorca
That's-
a console?
yeah, Lorca's
Yeah,
a Discovery
from
console.
Tier
I,
4
just-
console.
I threw it up in the strike group chat.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, I've upgraded mine, but take a look at that.
So, should I go start going down the Iconians then?
There's not a. Well, depends. Are you running anti-proton?
No.
Work on Discovery. There's a lot of good stuff in Discovery for both surviving and doing a lot of stuff I got told yesterday, and it works so well. I'm not arguing with it.
Dr. Thorne,
Yes,
can you do me a favor?
if I can.
On the starbase, can you put a project for Fleet Mark?
Sure.
Which one do you want?
Thank you. The one that will give me the full credits.
I'm sorry, that will what?
Give me full credits.
Then we're gonna do a colony thing.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna do colonizations.
I'm there, I can
Yeah.
do it.
I
So-
was about.
Okay.
Okay. you got it.
Coordinate colonization efforts will give you full credits.
And it's cute.
Okay.
Fill it up.
Lorca's things are the last ones I need to complete the set. Sweet.
Oh, I wanted to do that.
Then I can randomly shoot out missiles at 50% or lower enemies. Sweet.
I feel glad we've been helping Mom make a kick butt ship.
Mm-hmm. So is that console a reputation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
reputation,
it's
Discovery.
reputation.
Discovery
Tier
rep.
4.
Oh, Discovery Rep. Duh. Can you tell I don't watch that one?
You're tier 6. Holy crap.
Is it tier 6?
This is an old tune.
No. What she's looking at, it's
Tier 6 is great. You get vanity shields, you get fleet ship modules where you can. Doesn't open for current ship, doesn't open my current ships, but fleet ship modules are good.
Yeah, but now I'm going to have to go out and get more of the canisters. I'm running low.
Oh, it's tier 5. It's tier 5.
How many canisters do you need?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
I've got
you're-
8, but I like to have, you know me, I like to have 20 spares.
I totally understand. When I get too many spares, I just throw them in. I just start converting them to dilithium.
And now Undi.
Let me jump into the chat. I've been rude. I apologize, everybody. I've been rude.
no, she doesn't.
Yes, I do.
She doesn't. Oh,
She likes having fun.
I do.
Okay,
Starbase 1 Elite.
quick question. What's the best covariant shield I can pick up? Because I got a Bajor at the moment.
Covariant shield. Yeah.
That's the crafted one, I think, would be the best one.
A crafted one. Okay.
Yeah, because there's
Because I got Aegis and I've got a Bajor, so yeah.
yeah, I'm going down here. I don't have the officer for it, but please go down here on the.
Gotta say, I like the Aegis a lot.
Aegis is great if you can do it.
And it makes your ship look amazing.
Yeah, that too.
But another good one is the hypercapacitor shield array.
Yeah, I have both of them actually.
Yeah, the hypercapacitor one. Damage bonus scales with shield capacity, and caps. You get a 40% damage bonus on it. Until you get a rep one, that's not. If you can craft it, that's not a bad thing.
I think it might be easier for me to just keep going towards the Tilly shield.
The Tilly shield with that hull regeneration. The two piece with that hull regeneration, which is the Mycelia warp core and the Tilly shield. Oh,
yeah, I've already got the engines. I just need the core and the shield, and that's it.
Well, I'm only using two pieces, and I'm using the competitive engines because speed is important.
Yeah, I'm using the wave impulse.
Yeah.
And the deflector.
Those little speed bursts Mom can tell you help her out a lot more than because she was...
They do.
Yeah.
I was thinking about burning an ultimate tech upgrade on the deflector, actually.
Don't yet. What do you have for a deflector right now?
I have the non-baryonic matter deflector, the rep one that goes with Tilly's shield.
I don't know anybody's running the full set right now, but
Ed might
Saab
be.
would be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Ed might
Shield
be.
regeneration, hull capacity, shield capacity, and it gives me 97.1 torpedo damage resistance.
Well, the colony shield that we just got Mom to get, gives her a buff to crit severity and crit chance.
Ah, that might be good with my weapons at the moment because the advanced...
It gives you hull capacity, shield capacity, impulse expertise.
Yeah, because the phaser beam arrays that came with this ship, they stack crit chance and shield power.
Yeah.
5% chance, 60% critical severity with advanced beam arrays for 15 seconds. Buff scales with number of advanced beam arrays equipped.
Saab says Aegis is a nice starter set. Yeah, starter.
It is. Yeah. It is the training bras of sets.
And I do have 6 of them. And they all have damage times 3 on them.
And visuals are pretty, yes. Well, I'm going to call it a night, folks. Not that you can't stick around and chat, but I have to get to work in the morning. Got one more work day.
Saturday?
Pardon?
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, I know. How does that change anything? I always teach on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, you're teaching. Yeah. When you said work,
It is work, believe me.
I believe you. That's work. It's just I was thinking your other
No,
day job.
No, my other day job I don't have tomorrow. Just work tomorrow. And then I've got the fleet party. So if you are planning to join us for the fleet party, it starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday, ends 2 o'clock on Sunday.
I'll be there for part of it. I won't be there for the start of it.
That's okay. I will be there for lots of it. Hoping that some people can jump in and help us out so that I can get some sleep and we can jump from one person carrying the stream to another person throughout the evening. One thing we're definitely doing is cleaning out the fleet banks. So if you want some cool prizes, awesome stuff, let us know. We also have, let me see if you can hear them here. Those are 13 Lorca and Landry holographic BOF cards that we still have from the nice people at Cryptic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Lorca is really is really a good space officer.
Definitely, they both work. So if you get them, they're good across all of your tunes. And as I said, we got 13 of them. So this isn't just limited to our fleet. We've got prizes for people outside the fleet as well. Well, somebody's having fun. All right, so I'm going to log off here, everyone. We will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Is Aegis good for a side build? The Aegis is a nice all-around set. We're going to start at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Orion Snake, and end at 2 p.m. on Sunday. So that's a nice day.
I've already prepared a raid, Mom.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to log off here, everyone. Have a great evening, and we will talk to you later. Bye. Y'all have to say goodbye
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
long.
dun.
Farewell.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. And we're going to go raid Moose Music. So join us for a raid.
So, Mom, if you have a second when you're
One
off.
second.